Hey there, this is Wino Atheist Scum, and I'm commenting on the Earthlings video. It's a video on YouTube. It's a documentary about how evil it is that humans just eat the fuck out of animals. I'm not really personally affected by it much. You can say that I'm inhuman for doing so, but humans usually only care about their own species. No other animal genuinely cares about another species. The fact that we have the ability to care about another species says a lot about our species, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I don't personally see the issue. After seeing what I've seen and watching this documentary, don't see an issue with us eating meat. I don't see an issue with those slaughterhouses. They're probably a little less than clean. But then again, when you're dealing with stuff that wallows in its own shit, what can you expect? The worst thing about the video was actually, it was kind of abhorrent. This is abhorrent. The swine actually eat each other. And I've always known, I've actually raised pigs. I know that they were supposed to eat each other, but none of the pigs I ever raised actually did that. I always thought that was like, that's just bizarre to me. How can an animal eat its own kind? That's gross. I mean, whatever. That's their thing. But at the end of the day, we're at the top of the food chain for a very good reason. We used to be predated by lions and tigers and all sorts of animals that lived in the times in which we were hanging out in caves, Babylon, and as recent as the 1800s. And in fact, in many places of the world, animals are still very frightening, and they still pose a threat to humanity in those areas. We don't have to justify our eating of other animals, just like we don't ask a lion to justify why it eats an antelope. We don't have to justify why we kill other animals for personal profit. It's because that's what animals do. That's Darwinism. That's exactly what we're here. It's not maybe, if not our point on Earth, it is what gives us the competitive edge, and it's also being delicious gives those animals a competitive edge. I'm not the first person to make the point that cows would not exist on this planet in their present form and in their present number if it weren't for the fact that humans found them delicious. If survival and replication are the main points of life on Earth, then I would say that those species are doing especially well with us being around. Do I feel bad for them for having terrible lives? Well, no, because I figure their lives will probably be shitty no matter what. A cow in the wild is probably going to get eaten by something if it's not going to be eaten by us. If we didn't send dogs to animal shelters, didn't send stray dogs to animal shelters, then guess what? They'd probably just die anyway. Life's really shitty if you're an unintelligent, unevolved animal. If you're as intelligent as a human, on the other hand, life isn't that bad. I mean, you can still prey and you can still eat on other animals, and you can still do whatever it is necessary to fulfill your desire. There's absolutely nothing wrong with fulfilling your desire when it comes to eating other animals. It's what we do. It's what made our brain large. It's what changed the tide of human civilization. We would have, if we remained vegetarians in the savannah, completely unevolved. Our brains would not be nearly as big because we wouldn't have the protein source to support such a big brain. And when it gets down to it, I don't see vegetarianism as healthy, especially not veganism. Veganism would be incredibly unhealthy, and this is documented. But even if it were healthy, I still would have a strong desire to eat animals, as it's in my nature. I wanted to eat animals since the day I was born. In fact, vegetables are extremely an unnatural thing for me to consider digesting and eating. I've never once thought, I could really go for a carrot right now. It just doesn't happen. Vegetables aren't food from the way I look at it. The really funny thing is here, I don't know, the kingdomism coming from it. They seem to say that animals are the only thing that are alive on the Earth. Plants, fungus, bacteria, eukaryotes, they don't count. We can kill them in mass. It's not as though they respond to the same 4-chain amino acids that we do. It's not as though they're living things and they're competing for their right to live in this world just like we are. But we can eat those. We can kill those. Those things don't really matter. If we can justify the killing of a cow and we can justify the killing of a carrot. And if we can justify the killing of a carrot, it's just as obvious to me that killing a cow is just as okay. So if any vegetarian sees this, please explain to me why killing a vegetable is alright, but killing a cow is not. Thank you.